And every single week we have a co-host. And this month, my co-host for the entire month is Solonia. You didn't think I was going to get that right, didn't you?
Ooh. And
Solonia.
you did it
I
fancy.
call her Solo Wade-Baskin. She is AKA Solo, co-owner of Progressive Business Finance. Solo, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Kind of sad, bittersweet.
This is the end for you.
This is the end.
And now you get it, because I tell people all the time, whenever you're a co-host, it's not till the end of the month that you get it, right? That you
Yes.
understand what this is all about, you know?
Yes, that you feel comfortable a little more, talk a little more,
That's
laugh
right.
a little more,
That's right.
and that was over.
Make fun of Joe a little
That's
bit more.
it. Yes,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right.
And that was over.
Okay, well, here's the good news.
What's the good news?
Julie loves you. So all you got to do is send her an email. She'll plug you back in, so you'll be back at it again. So
Julie.
everybody needs a Julie.
Absolutely.
Okay, before we get started,
Yes.
because you sent me some stuff we're going to talk about. Okay?
Yes.
Tell everybody what Progressive Business Finance is all about.
So, Progressive Business and Finance is we use private lenders and investors to help business owners get the money they need to grow, start, progress. And so, we are the alternative. And when I say alternative, meaning we are non-traditional. The banks, credit unions, that is the traditional way. We are the non-traditional, alternative, creative way of helping business owners just proceed and grow to make their dreams come alive.
And go ahead, make a shout out to your husband, the one who really makes this happen.
The infamous, lovely, sexy, dynamite Sammy Baskins. I love you.
Dynamite Sammy.
That's
is
right.
Dynamite. Okay. He was on the show the first time we met,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. And he loved your cigars. So thank you.
Oh,
See
there you go.
Yeah.
Now, those of you that are listening,
Yes.
I always ask the guests, do you like cigars or does your spouse like cigars? When I asked Solo last week, you know what she said? And I could tell what that means. That means he probably does, but I don't want him to have them.
Because I don't want the house to smell.
I
I don't
don't
want
wanna
him to
hear
smell
all
like
that.
cigars.
I
That
don't
is
want to
like-
hear all that. He can go outside and relax and smoke one. That's what he did.
Why
You
he can't-
relegated him to outside, didn't you?
I sure did.
Okay,
He had
that's
to go
all
out
right.
the door.
I'm not allowed to smoke in the house. That's all right.
Okay.
That's all right. That's why my office in my house is above the garage, so I can
See?
get the fan, so I can get the fan blowing out there. So I get that. I understand that. I just want to make sure the man enjoys a couple of delicious, tasty cigars, which you allowed him to have. And I know
See?
the only reason why you gave them to him, because I said on the air last week, I'm going to give you some.
And I said, if I don't give him these cigars, I'm going to hear Joe mouth, and then I'll have to hear his mouth, and then it's going to be like a boomerang. So let me just give him the cigars
That's right.
and let him enjoy it. But he
Sammy,
enjoy
I
it.
got a whole humidor here I gived out to all the guests for free. I'm going to give her another one for you before she leaves today. Make
Really,
sure
Joe?
you get it.
Really? We
He gonna
doing
get
that?
one more.
We doing that?
He getting one
That's
more.
how we doing
This
it.
the last day. We got to celebrate. Okay.
Yes.
So Sammy, you got a cigar coming.
I guess. Yes.
Just one. I just make it just one. This way
Just one.
y'all won't fight.
Okay.
Okay. So, one of the things you and I talk about your businesses, and I joke about it,
Absolutely.
is that you help people after they've heard no. right?
Absolutely. Yes.
But the truth is, we've said this before in prior weeks, you really would like for them to come to you before they go to any financial institution, because you are somebody that can help them paint a picture, create the financial story before they go and talk to somebody.
So they don't have to hear a no. Because the truth is a matter. You hear that no, it's discouraging. You can go somewhere else.
Yep.
But what if you didn't have to hear the no? What if you was prepared when you first walked in the door, and you know you are in a place, in a situation, in a spot where you know that you are capable and qualified for getting this loan. And so we can help our business owners get there. And it doesn't always have to be the non-traditional way. We can help them prepare and build them up so that they can walk into a bank in the traditional way and get a loan. So that's what we do. We're here to help our business owners however we can help them.
And one of the things, I go to your website and you do factoring and accounts receivables. Talk a little bit about that, because that's kind of a maybe 10-year-old gig, right? It hasn't, factoring's been around a while.
Factoring's been around.
But the accounts receivable, that's kind of a newer thing.
And that's a new thing. A lot of business owners don't understand it, but they suffer from it. It's a really big thing because a lot of business owners are trying to compensate because they're waiting for their accounts receivables to be paid, right? And they're past 90 days, they're past 30 days, they're past 60 days. And so how can we help them? We have lenders who will actually buy those invoices from them and give them the money so that they can move on to the next project. And they're not sitting there trying to take their money and trying to take from their personal life and trying to compensate and trying to get this money up, or they're stuck. They can't move. And that's where a lot of business owners find themselves, as they are stuck. They can't move. They don't have the funds. They don't have the resources to move to another project or to handle another project because all their money is tied up in one place.
And it's funny because hearing you talk, I've got a lot of clients that come to me and think what they need to do is sell because they can't find themselves out of this situation.
Absolutely.
Literally, they'll come to me and they will say, I can't afford to take on another client because it costs me 30 grand to gear up to be able to deal with the client. And so, Joe, I don't know how to grow unless I already have the capital to do that. And it really is this catch-22 situation. And they would have never thought that they put themselves in such a capital-intensive business, but it happens all day long.
Because a lot of business owners feel like, oh, I'm making money, I'm doing the work, but you don't have the cash flow. And then the business cash flow is king because cash flow presents opportunities or opportunities that you can jump on. So you may be doing the work. You may have 1 million invoices and $100,000 out there, but if you don't have the money, you're stuck.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you an example. I've got a client that I help, and he's in the construction dumpster business. Well, every time he places a dumpster, that's $5 to $6 grand.
Yes.
So he got a client that called him and says, "Listen, I need 32 dumpsters." He said, "Joe, I got to tell him no."
Absolutely.
Think about that. But now I can tell him go see Solo.
That's right.
Solo, get him the cash,
and he can move on to that project.
He's rocking and rolling.
That's it. There you go.
Okay, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to go over your article. Why are you smiling about this?
Because I'm excited.
Okay.
I like to talk about new things.
Are you ready? Are you getting ready?
I am ready.
We're getting ready to go to break. Are you ready to do it?
I'm ready.
You are listening to Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone. We have been going strong for over 10 years. We are here in the Burner Cigar Studio. This is Local Biz Now, where
your business matters.
Yeah, she got that down. She got that down.
Down pat, right?
We'll be right back.
We'll return to more of Local Biz Now.
All right, Connor, that's how you do it.
Love it. Look good. Made it look easy.
No, really?
No, let me phrase
it's
that.
my last one. Now I got it. I'm about to leave.
It may not be how you do it. It's how we do it.
Yeah.
It's even better.
Okay.
Good stuff. Take frequent breaks. Go inside. Cool off for a while if you have to work outside. It's just all in an effort to keep you safe.
All right.
Looking ahead, we may get a little better shot at some pop-up showers and
Wilton, I'm good.
About 2 minutes.
That's your forecast. For the WSIC Weather Center.
So we come back, we're going to do a little article of hers, which is about another 15 minutes. We'll go to the main break. We come back. The rest of the show is yours.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Okay, you don't have this in front of you. How you going to do this? You think I'm going to have to figure out what you want to talk about this? Because there's a lot of stuff.
Whatever you feel. Listen,
There's a whole
you're the
lot of
genius.
stuff.
You're the genius. You're the expert.
I am a
You're
genius.
Listen, you got it.
Stroke the
See,
ego.
hush him up
Stroke
right
the
there.
ego.
Right there you go. See?
She'll definitely be back. Genius and all. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
See, Connor,
boy.
that's how you
See?
do
You
it.
got it
Just
down. I
say,
told you.
listen.
You got it down.
There you go.
I'm learning from the best right now.
Oh, Julie said she already got you down for March 2025.
Oh, she does?
She done
Oh,
put you
Julie.
down.
Downtown Statesville welcomes
Oh, Julie, she's the best.
on Friday. Wine Maestro showcases a performance by Danny Wicker at 7 p.m., while Delaney's Sports Bar presents Bryce Reese at 8 p.m. Visit downtown Statesville Friday night for live music at Wine Maestro and Delaney's Sports Bar.
Oh, we're going to talk about IULs.
IULs, yes.
Because you know I didn't know nothing about that.
Have you
trying
ever
to
heard of
trick-
IULs?
You
Connor?
trying to
No?
trick me. You trying to, no, I
Maybe
never
not the
heard of
acronym.
such.
What's it stand for?
Index Universal Life Insurance.
Season begins
I don't know what the index. Oh no. Maybe
No.
not.
It's like life insurance benefits that you can use living benefits towards. You ever heard of people being their own bank or compound interest or
I saw
infinity
zero there. I was
banking,
thinking I was late.
stuff like that. So it's like
Okay.
a way to invest in yourself.
Talk about it later. Be curious to see more.
Okay.
July 2nd. Visit CharlotteMotorspeedway.com for tickets, details, and information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including
Are you ready?
amazing local deals,
Absolutely.
download the
Yes,
WSIC
sir.
News app today.
Call now to speak with Joe Vagnone at 844 Studio 4. It's Local Biz Now on 1059 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Yeah. You are listening to Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone, and your business matters. Every Monday afternoon here on WSIC, because that's what we do. We inform, inspire, and entertain you. Been doing it going strong over 10 years. We have well over 850 small business interviews, and community leaders have been interviewed over the years. We have well over 650 videos on the YouTube. Please go to my YouTube channel. It is Joe Vagnone Business Broker. Again, Joe Vagnone Business Broker. Last I saw, we had 126 subscribers.
Look at that.
Now, I know it ain't the Kardashian, but we working on it.
Listen,
We're
we're
working
getting
on it.
there.
We're getting there.
There you go.
So please go and subscribe to Joe Vagnone Business Broker. All of these interviews and all of the ones we've done over the years are on there. Plus, at the end of every show, they clean it up a little bit and send it back out to you. So if you want some information or want to be able to reach our guests, you'll be able to do that through those. So please go to Joe Vagnone Business Broker on YouTube and pull that up. We are here for the entire month with Solonia Wade-Baskins. I have given her nickname Solo. She is the co-owner of Progressive Business Finance. If you want to know who the other co-owner is, it is Sammy, the Beast.
There you go. Look, he gonna like that. He gonna say, "Why you didn't call me the Beast?" I'm like, "Let's not get it."
When it comes to financing, Sammy is the Beast. Certainly, I suggested you give them a call, and they can help you in so many different areas. And we're getting ready to talk about one of the areas you can help them. If they wanted to reach you or Sammy the Beast, how do they do it?
So my email is info@progressivebusinessfinance.com. Again, that's info@progressivebusinessfinance.com. My cell phone number is 980-306-4467, and our website is progressivebusinessfinance.com.
Okay. So you're like this, can I say, holistic financial services provider. Is that a fair statement to make, or did I just make something up?
No, absolutely. We have a lot of add-on services. That's what makes us different, right? We're not just into lending. We're into helping business owners invest in themselves, right, and grow.
And so before we get into this article, I love your story of how you got here, right? So
Absolutely.
talk a little bit about it. Talk about Pops, because
Absolutely.
I relate to that story. So talk about it.
Absolutely. My dad, he was a business owner. I'm from Jersey City, New Jersey. And he had 4 laundromats, a club, about 5 apartments. And he owned a Subway franchise. And yet he was a business owner. And I say that because my image of him was super dad. He was a great provider. But a business owner, I just felt like all he did was work. He didn't get the benefits of being a business owner.
And it's so funny that you say that, because as you're describing him, I'm saying, way to go, Pops. like I'm like, you the man.
Listen.
And you're sitting there looking at it as if it really wasn't this grand lifestyle for you.
It wasn't. He worked all the time. As I would say, when me and my mom went on vacation, he couldn't go. So we never took family vacations. And all he did was work. And I said, the sacrifice is not worth it. And then he fell ill at 55. He had an aneurysm and stroke. And so that was even worse. He still really didn't get to reap the benefits. So I'm like, why be a business owner?
Right.
Why? So that was ingrained in me. So when Sammy said, let's start a business, I was like, no, absolutely not. I was like, that's not happening.
He
I'm never doing
he thought he was impressing his girl
Yes.
by saying, "Baby, we're
He
gonna
said,
start
"Let's
something."
start a
You're like,
business.
"No, that ain't gonna happen."
Never. He was like, "But you have, I have two MBA and I have an MS of accountancy, so I have a dual master's." He was
Right.
like, "You have so much." I said, "No, I'm gonna find me a job and I'm gonna work.
I'm
a
gonna
9
find
to
somebody
5.
pay me for
That's
my
it.
so much.
And that's what I'm gonna do." I said, "No, not a business owner." So my dad, a great man, superhero, but I don't know.
That's
but
interesting.
you know.
Okay, but I think why we get along is because you do get it though.
I do get
you
it.
get why people like me and Pops
I
get
get
up
it.
in the morning want to do our own thing.
I get it. Why strong?
Right.
Strong. You guys are strong. Y'all boisterous. Y'all powerful. And you don't want to be control. You want to be.
When I
able
get
to
up in the
control.
morning,
That's it.
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
And I get it.
And I ain't going to bed and lay my head down until I feel good about what I did that day.
I get it.
And me and
I
Pops,
love it.
we relate to that.
So much.
Yeah.
Much. I see so much of him.
I know,
in you,
I know.
and I see
As you're
it.
describing
I see
him,
it.
as you're
I see it.
describing him,
I see it.
two things are happening. I'm like loving him, right? I'm warming up to
And
him.
I'm
like,
looking at you like, oh my God. Is this my daddy? Hold up. No. Did he come back? Okay. No.
And you also remind me of my wife, right? Where, well, the same thing's happening.
Yeah.
The last thing she wants to do is be
A
part of the
business,
small.
yes.
It's just in you or not.
It's just in you or not.
Okay.
And you can't help it. You have
That's
it.
right.
So you can't help it.
That's right. Okay, so that being said,
Yes.
So that side of you, I actually like that. It's actually very positive, even though you don't want to do it. You understand? It's actually a very positive thing for small business people to
Absolutely.
connect with.
Absolutely.
So you said something to me last week. You said we need to talk about IUL,
Mhm.
and I said what? So we're going to talk about that today.
Mm-hmm.
So what is IUL? It is the secrets for wealthy people. So
Yes.
I must not be wealthy enough because I don't know this
IULs.
secret.
Really? IULs is such, and a lot of people don't know about it, but the wealthy use it all the time. And they use it for their children when they're first born. They invest a little bit. They come out $1 million babies already by investing in themselves because it's compound interest. It's a life insurance, so it stands for Index Universal Life Insurance, but it has living benefits. So when people say that you can be your own bank, so just say you have a death benefit of $500,000 and a life and an IUL, you can borrow from that, and your collateral is your death insurance, right? And so now you can borrow from that 500. You can use that to start a business. You can use that to help your child buy a new house, the first down payment. So it's like investing in yourself.
And I can only imagine how cheap it would be if you
It's
did it
cheap.
at
Yeah.
very young age.
That's what I said. A lot of people, the wealthy, start very small. They start when their babies are first born. You can have it as young as 2 weeks old. You start $50 a month, $50 a week. By the time they're 20, they can pull out $30,000, $20,000 of their own and still have a life insurance and use this, and you don't have to pay it back. That's a genius. You can, but you don't have to.
So you've got some bullet points here that we're going to talk about.
Absolutely.
One of them is it's tax-free during retirement.
Tax-free. It's tax-free. That interest it is tax-free money.
And you've already said this, you can be your own bank. You can borrow against this.
You can borrow from it and use it, and you're borrowing from your death benefit, but you're using it now. And a lot of business owners, I always say, they don't plan for retirement. And what if something happened? What if you're the sole
Here come
provider,
your daddy again.
right? The sole provider,
right.
And like he got ill, he fell ill.
Right.
How do you pay for that stuff? Borrow. You have death benefits that if you get sick, if you get hurt, if you can't work, they write you a check. You don't have to think about financially how you're going to live.
You
It's
wish your
awesome.
daddy would have done that, didn't you?
If only if he knew.
Right?
Only if he knew.
I'm positive he's thinking that too.
Yes.
If you don't know, you don't know.
That's it.
That's what this show
That's
is for.
But you know what? His legacy has pushed me to do amazing things,
Amen.
right? And to think
Amen.
outside of the box.
I ain't saying nothing bad about Paul.
I know.
I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not saying nothing bad about Paul. Every time you give me that look, I'm going to say, no, leave him alone. Don't mess with Pops.
I look.
Don't do it. Just stop it.
I
Don't
know.
do it, man. Get you a good life. I don't want to
I
hear
know.
it. All right. Okay. So if they wanted to reach you to learn more about this IUL, again, what's that stand for?
Index Universal Life Insurance.
Give them the website one more time.
www.progressivebusinessfinance.com.
And so when you say uninterrupted compound interest, explain it. You don't have to get into the details now. Sammy not here. We don't have to get into detail.
Okay.
But kind of explain that, because it does work to your benefit in exactly the same way the mortgage works against you.
Yes.
So talk about that.
It's daily interest. And on top of that, if you put in $100 and tomorrow it's 110, you're getting interest on that 110, not on that 100. So it's daily interest, and it's compounding on even the interest. You're getting interest on top of interest, and that's why they call it compounding interest. So, like a bank, you only get interest on that.
So when I'm receiving interest, I want compound.
You want compound
When I'm
interest.
paying on it, I want simple interest.
There you go. Yes.
You just taught me something.
There you go. Yes.
Solo, you just taught me something. Okay. Good. And then you talk about these annuities. What do you mean by that?
So I'm just going to give you an example. Annuities is a awesome tool that it has a zero floor, so you can't lose. So like in a 401 or 403B, your money fluctuates. In an annuity, it has a floor, so you would not lose your money. You will continue to earn interest, but the worst scenario, you just won't lose. You won't gain it, but you won't lose it. And so a lot of people like that. I especially like that.
My son really is not a risk taker and would love something like that.
Yeah, I like that. So when I left my job in New York and I had a 401, I switched it over to an annuity, because in the stock market, I continued to see losing. And
that bothered you?
And it bothered me. See, I'm one of those people who watch my money. Where's it going? Why is it falling? What?
And you get mad, don't it, when it goes down?
I like the stability. But you also gain interest, compound. So it's awesome.
Oh, I didn't know that about the annuity.
The annuity, yes.
Because I told you my son got about $30,000 trying to advise him, and he's kind of conservative. It rubs
now
me
about
a
the
little.
annuity, you can't pull it out like the IUL.
That's right.
So he may want an IUL more so, but annuity is also good.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Please talk to Solo about that. Seems like it might be some stuff that works for you as well. Let's take a break.
Absolutely.
We come back. We're going to introduce our guest.
Yes.
If you haven't scared him away.
Kinda.
Because this is a small business show. We do want people to do small business.
Exactly.
You understand? We want more pops in the world. You are listening to Local Biz Now, where your business matters. We'll be right back.